Not afraid of anger or loud confrontation. In fact, they expect it. What truly unsettles them is silence. Silence removes their sense of control because manipulators depend on emotional reactions to feel powerful. When you react, explain yourself, or defend your emotions, you unknowingly give them influence over your mental state. Arguments with toxic people are never about truth or resolution. They are about draining your emotional energy and maintaining dominance over you. Silent control works because it creates uncertainty. When you stop reacting, stop over-explaining, and stop seeking validation, you become unpredictable. Unpredictable people cannot be easily manipulated. Calm behavior forces toxic individuals to confront something they fear deeply: loss of relevance. Your silence breaks their psychological patterns and shifts the power balance without a single word being spoken. Using silent control does not mean becoming cold or cruel. It means choosing where your emotional energy goes, responding less, observing more, and refusing to justify your boundaries sends a clear signal of self-respect. You are not avoiding conflict. You are refusing unnecessary psychological battles. True strength is not proven through constant reaction, but through emotional discipline. In the end, silence is not weakness. It is controlled power. When you master this skill, toxic people either change their behavior or remove themselves from your life. Both outcomes serve you. Real power never argues, never chases, and never begs to be understood. It simply exists, calm and untouchable. It also protects your identity. When you constantly explain yourself, you teach people how to question you. When you defend your choices, you invite judgment. But when you remain composed and selective with your words, you establish authority. People begin to realize that access to your thoughts and emotions is no longer guaranteed. That shift alone changes how they treat you. Toxic individuals thrive on chaos, confusion, and emotional noise. Silence deprives them of all three. It denies them the feedback they crave. Without reactions to analyze or emotions to exploit, they are left facing their own insecurity. That discomfort is not your responsibility. It is the consequence of losing control over you. Silence is also a filter. It reveals intentions. Those who respect you will adjust their behavior. Those who don't will expose themselves through frustration, manipulation, or withdrawal. Either way, you gain clarity. You no longer waste energy guessing motives or decoding hidden agendas. Their response to your silence tells you everything you need to know. This is why disciplined people speak less and observe more. They understand that words are tools, not reflexes. They don't react to every provocation because they know not every battle deserves their energy. Emotional restraint is not suppression, it is mastery. When you stop reacting impulsively, you regain control over your nervous system, your decisions, and your self-image. You move from being reactive to being intentional. And intentional people are difficult to manipulate, intimidate, or destabilize. Remember, silence is not about winning arguments. It's about protecting your peace. It's about choosing strength over noise, clarity over chaos, and self-respect over validation. When you no longer need to prove yourself, explain yourself, or defend your boundaries, you become untouchable. That is the quiet power of silence. Patience sharpens perception. In quiet moments, you notice patterns you once missed: who speaks only when they want something, who listens without judgment, and who disappears when there is nothing to gain. This awareness makes you intentional with your time, your trust, and your presence. You stop oversharing, stop overreacting, and stop handing people the power to disturb your inner balance. Silence becomes a boundary that requires no explanation, a strength that needs no announcement. The more grounded you become in it, the less external approval matters. You realize that real confidence doesn't shout,